What's going on YouTube? By Joe Payment here. We got a special guest on the channel here. We got Jason, aka Team Budget. See from the map. And what are you profiling for us today?
Today I'm gonna profile my Raidraptor deck profile. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Alright. If you guys wanna go to his channel, subscribe to his channel. I'll leave a link down in the description.
Subscribe to this man's channel as well. You know, he's trying to get out there too, and it'll be cool to be up there with us in the heavens.
Alright, let's get to the profile.
Alright. So if you guys know Raidraptors, this is your main card, Tribulanus. He's expensive as hell right now, I'm pretty sure. He was 12 when I got him, 10. Now he's probably like 30 bucks. I'm not sure, I haven't checked. But I've played without him. Well, like I had one copy and I played with one copy and it still did good. So he's not everything, but he is good to have since he dumps. And most of the time you want to dump Mimicrylanus, which gives you a search of any Raidraptor card. So yeah, that's why he's good. All right, next we got Painlanius. Painlanius, easy special summon. All you need is one Raidraptor monster on the field. You activate his effect and you'll take the lowest damage of the monster's attack or defense. So if you had Tribulanus on the field, you'll take 400 life points to special summon him, and he becomes level 4. So that's a pretty good extender. So you run him at 3. And then we have Lastrix. The reason I run 3 of Lastrix is because I love summoning Big Bird. If you play this deck, you know the feeling of summoning Big Bird, and it's amazing. It feels so good. Imagine summoning a big-ass bird that is mostly unaffected by anything and has 35,000 attack. It's pretty good, and I love it.
3,500.
3,500.
Yeah.
And that's why I love it. So, yeah, that's why I have him at 3. And we have Vanishing Lanius. This card lets you normal again practically, and it can also work as a good bait if you have a card that you could just special. So yeah, that's why I love him. You need 3 obviously, because you draw him, you draw another one. That's an easy rank 4 play, or white streak plays, or whatever, like any link play that involves the deck. So I run him at 3. 2 Performage Hat Tricker. Another extender. You got 2 monsters, you can special summon them, and it's like any monsters on the field. So if your opponent controls 2 monsters, you're able to special summon them as well. So that's why he's pretty good. I run him at 2 because I don't know, I don't like seeing multiples. 2 Mimicrylanus, because if you brick on them, it sucks so much. It sucks so much when you have 2 of them in your hand, because most of the time you can't even dump it unless you have a card that dumps. So that's why I run them at 2. You want to have 2 in the deck, or like even drawing 1. I mean, I guess it's whatever, but yeah, you run it at 2. And 1 Booster Strix. The reason I run it at 1 is because Booster Strix protects Big Bird when he's attacked. So most of the time how people beat over Big Bird is they run him over with Boar Sword, and that's the problem with the deck. Like Big Bird can get like easily outed with like anything that gains attack. So Boar Sword takes him out, and this is a protection, and you can easily search it with 4 Strix or any card that lets you search a Raidraptor monster. So that's why I run him at 1. And then we have Singing Lanius. If you control a Raidraptor XYZ monster, you're able to special summon them for free. So again, that's 2 monsters on the field, and you go into White Strix and you do that little combo. So now we're gonna go into the spells. We run 3 rank up Force Astros. I don't like this card as much. I like Skip Force more, so that's why we max out on rank ups, because this is mostly a deck oriented around Big Bird. So we run 6. You want to max it out. You want to see 1 at least, because sometimes it's really hard to see some. So that's why I like running it at 6. This one, if it's in the grave, it allows you to banish itself and another Raidraptor monster to special summon XYZ Raidraptor monsters from the graveyard. And most of the time that's Big Bird if you want to do a little comeback, whatever. Astro Force just lets you rank up, and then during your draw phase you could draw it instead, but it does lock you out of special summoning. You can only special summon with this card, so that's why it sucks. That effect is never used, like ever, unless you like it's a perfect situation. But I never use that effect because it's ass. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Then we run 3 Cattle Cough. Essentially, this card is a Lastrix, since it tributes 1 of your Winged Beast monsters to special summon a Winged Beast monster from your extra deck. So it's practically 3 of this guy again, so we're like practically running 6 to max out our chances of summoning Big Bird. And we run 3 Allure just for consistency most of the time, just because you want to see that extra card, which could be a rank up or any other extender. We run 2 Mystic Mine. Having Big Bird and Mystic Mine on the field is amazing because most of the time you're only gonna have 1 card, and your opponent has to play around that, like the Mystic Mine and the 1 card. So most of the time they just end on 1 card just to pop the Mystic Mine, and that's their turn. So after that you just proceed to do damage. So that's why I run it at 2. Then practically the 1 of spells, 1 for 1. Easy special summon of Lastrix. All you need is another monster in the hand. You activate it and you summon Lastrix right there. Then if you have the rank up magic spell, any of them, you just bring out Big Bird easily like that. So that's that. Pot of Desires. I would probably run it at 2, but I don't have the other copy. But it's, yeah, Pot of Desires. Foolish Burial. You dump Mimicry Lanus most of the time. Mimicry Lanus, if you guys don't remember, is this guy. And then you just search whatever Raidraptor card you want. Monster Reborn. It's an extender, so that's why you run it. And you can bring back Big Bird because his effect doesn't follow him in grave. And then Nest, because if you control 2 Raidraptor monsters, you're able to search a Raidraptor monster. And for, like, I kind of run this because this deck is going first, so I run traps in this deck. So you do run 1 Metaverse for the Mystic Mine. Pretty much you just let your opponent, if you have Big Bird on field, you just let your opponent extend a little. You activate Metaverse, and now they have to play with Mystic Mine on field. Sometimes they'll just end their turn, or they'll try to pop it if they could. And then 3 Torrential Tributes, because since you're going first, this is practically a Nibiru in a way.
Spicy.
But without summoning Nibiru and giving your opponent a token, it just blows up their field. And again, if you have Big Bird, he's unaffected, so you're going to be that one ending up with the monster on field next turn. So that's why I have it.
How does this card work out for you?
Torrential?
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Now we're going to go into the extra deck. That was the main deck. I think the main deck is like 41 cards, 40. Count it later or something. I don't know. But, so yeah, for the extra deck, obviously the 1 Raidraptor White Strix. We finally got him a while back, and it feels good. He's pretty good. If you end up doing like the longer combo, you're able to set a rank up spell card from your deck, and you could set obviously any of the 6 rank ups that I showed you, and next turn you could follow up with the White Strix, you can follow up with the Lastrix special to special summon Big Bird. And we run once in Morgue. You could add the Wind Barrier statue in here if you want. That's another brick in the deck. That's probably why I haven't added it, but you can add it. It's just the only problem is protecting it, and a lot of decks have cards that you just normal and they have like 18,000 attack or something, so it's like, yeah, so I don't know about that Wind Barrier, but you can try it. If you like it, add it into the deck. Also, his effect is every end phase, so your opponent's end phase, your end phase, so that's pretty good. You can just keep bringing out your Raidraptor monsters for plays. Gravity Controller, he's pretty good. You just bounce back your opponent's extra monster, so if they have Borosaur, you bounce it back. Now you have to waste 4 more cards to special summon it. That's for the links. Now, for all the Raidraptor XYZs, we run 4 Strix. Obviously, that card helps you add. Stranger Falcon. This card, honestly, you barely summon it. I've been wanting to cut it out, but you could summon him. That's the thing. So, yeah, that's why I run him there. His effect is pretty nice. We run Revolution Falcon. This card is amazing. Every special summon monster your opponent controls attack becomes 0. So, if they have and his effect is, you detach 1 and you can, like, attack every monster your opponent controls. So, if they have a full board with special summon monsters and you attack them, that's most likely going to be game. You're just going to keep hitting them, and their monster is going to become 0. So you're hitting them for 2,000 each time, and you just clear the field. And when he's summoned, he's able to target 1 monster and destroy it, and your opponent takes damage for the original attack, I believe. Equal to half the attack. So half their attack. So that's why I run it at 2 OTK potential. Satellite Cannon. This is the one you go into for Big Bird most of the time. So, yeah, you'll summon him with 4 Strix, Cattle Call, however you bring him out, and then you'll rank him up into Big Bird. But also you could rank up no, you can't. Only way you could do it is if you summon him initially with 4 Strix, initially with Lastrix or Cattle Call, because his effect's negated, and you're able to summon this one. That's Final Falcon. He's pretty good too. He has OTK potential too, as long as you have Raidraptor XYZ monsters in the grave. And yeah, he's unaffected as long as he controls a material. So You gotta be careful with that. But we run 2 Ultimate Falcons and 2 Final Falcons. So yeah, that's all the Raidraptor XYZs. And then for the little spice that a lot of people don't play, but it's pretty good. And it's kind of gotten popularity now for some deck. I don't know which one. It's a Utopia package, Prime, and then Zexal. So how you get into Zexal is pretty much if you, for some reason, you just can't summon Big Bird or something, this card will help you stall out until you get it. So if you have a rank up spell in your hand and you're able to summon Utopia, so Utopia, and you summon Prime on top of Utopia, and then you discard the rank up to summon Zexal on top of Prime. So pretty much this card is going to have 5,000 attack, and you can detach. They can't like activate anything on its summon, and you can detach a material during your opponent's turn to like stop them pretty much. You'll stun them like that whole turn because they can't.
You can't play.
They can't play. Pretty much. That's it.
Broken.
Yeah. So take a look into this card. Maybe you'll like it. It's pretty cool. I love it. It does stall out pretty good. Lets you draw your traps or whatever else you need to stun. It's to summon Big Bird. So yeah, that's why I run that. And then the last one, Abyss Dweller, he's good in mostly every format. So that's why we run him. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the deck profile. I love the deck. Test it out. Tell me what you guys think. Raidraptors are amazing. Big Bird is like the ultimate XYZ monster. He's so good. I love him. If you play the deck, you love him too. That's like the most fun card to summon. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hope you guys liked the video. If you guys have any comments on the video, on the deck profile, like any suggestions, leave a comment down below. Like, subscribe, and do all that good stuff.
Yeah,
subscribe to my guys' channel.
Subscribe to your channel.
I'll
give you the subs, man.
I'll leave his link down in the description, and hope you guys like the video. See you guys in the next one.